Nithyanandam, and welcome to all the viewers watching us live. And we'll be beginning the Charyapada Nithyananda Yoga right now, as it's time for us to start. Let's all sit straight with our head neck and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your heart center. Let's take a moment to untouch from everything. Bring our focus to uniting ourselves with the cosmos. Now, from this space, let us invoke Swamiji's presence into our yoga session with the Sadguru Vandana. Let's bring our hands together in front of our heart center. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and let's chant the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Next, we'll be chanting the Shiva mantra. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. Internally, I'll be chanting the mantra aloud so all of us can follow along. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space as we chant the mantra. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now we'll be entering into the Tattvachavanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Let us all now bring our Panchapatram Nuthani, the water cup and spoon, and place it in front of us. Now bring your right hand into the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger to the center of the palm. Cup your palm and pour an udhrani of water into your palm and drink the water at the end of each of the three mantras. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swada. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Swada. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Swada. Now rinse your hands. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe the upper and lower lip. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe the upper and lower lip from the right to left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Rinse your hands. With the index, middle and ring fingers touch above the upper lip, below the lower lip. Once again, rinse your hands. Next, with the index finger and thumb, touch the right nostril, left nostril. With the ring finger and thumb, touch the right eye, right ear, left ear. Once again, wash your hands. Next, with the little finger and thumb, touch the navel, right chest, left chest. And with all fingertips, touch above the head, right shoulder, left shoulder and heart center. Once again, rinse your hands. Now, with this, we'll be entering into the Sankalpa, where we set the conscious resolution. Now, take a moment to visualize in your inner space what you want to manifest, what you want to set today. What do you want to achieve today? Visualize that in your inner space. Now, from this space, let us chant the Sankalpa mantra and request Paramashiva to manifest this in our inner space. अथ सङ्कल्पः ममोपात समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवप्रीत्यर्थम् श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्तिसमेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्तिप्रीत्यर्थम् श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवप्रीत्यर्थं च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितौ पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्त दृढदात्रयौगिकशरीरसिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवशक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानन्दयोगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now take an udhani of water and rinse your hands. Om apaupasprisya. So now with this, we'll be entering into the Nithyananda Yoga itself. So let's all stand up and begin with a quick warm up to just wake our body and relax our muscles, wake them up, get some blood flowing so that the asanas we are going to be doing today, we'll be able to do it with some more flexibility. So let's begin with the neck. Just start rotating your neck from side to side. Bend your neck all the way down, tuck your chin to the chest. And relax. Let's go to the back half. If there's some pain in particular point, just massage that out, stretch that out, and let's relax. Okay. Now we'll move to the next step, which is the shoulders. Bring your hands to your shoulders and you can start rotating them. Try to touch your elbows together and relax the back, stretch the back. Let's go in the opposite direction now. Now open the chest out and relax. Let's just quickly stretch the arms. Pull your hands to the side. Stretch the shoulders. The opposite side as well. Try to bring your arm under the neck, above the chest. One more time. And relax. Let's now rotate our arms. Start slow. Gradually, you can increase the speed. Keep your elbows straight. And let's reverse the direction. And relax. Let's now stretch the back. Twist from side to side. And massage your back by holding your hands and rotating from side to side. Try to twist as much as you can and relax. Okay. Next, moving to the hips. Bring your hands to the hips and start rotating. Bring awareness to the joints, hips. If there's any pain, stretch it out. Let's go in the opposite direction. And relax. Next, moving to the knees. Bring your feet together, bring your hands, and you can start rotating. Let's go in the opposite direction. And relax. Next, moving to the ankles. Switch sides. And let's go to the opposite leg. Switch sides. And relax. Now with this, we'll be moving into the skeleton dance, quickly shaking our body out completely. So from a standing position, let's all close our eyes and take a moment to visualize your entire body as a skeleton. Let's now begin shaking the body out completely.
शेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनानि पङ्कजं कालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे
Just a few more moments. Let's keep going. And relax. Let's come to a standstill. Stop moving your body completely. Just relax. Focus on catching your breath. Inhale and exhale as deeply as you can.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahavakya.
Breathe as deeply as you can, completely filling the lungs. Now, slowly open your eyes and let's come to a seated position on our mat and begin with the asanas for today. Yes. So we're continuing with the asanas from the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama to sequence asanas 300 to 400, and yesterday we have come to asana number 345. So that's where we're going to be continuing from, which is Parshasana. So let us begin with Parshasana. So now in Parshasana, we're going to begin with the feet flat on the ground and your knees close to your chest. Let's come to that position. Keep your feet flat on the ground and knees close to the chest. Now wrap your right arm around your knee. Wrap your right arm around your knee. So from this position, going to wrap your right arm around the knees. And gently twist your torso to the right. So your left hand from behind your back can clasp your fingers together. So this is Parshasana. Let's give it a try. So the trick for this is mainly two things. One, bring your knees as high as possible. Your knees should be by your chest, as the instructions say. So only then you'll be able to bring your arms around. So the second thing is you're going to lock and interlace your fingers near the feet. So if you interlace your fingers near the feet, then it will be easy for you to catch your hands. Now, a regression for all of us who are still focusing on the hip flexibility is where now you can, instead of putting your hands around both the legs, bring your hands in between of one leg and interlace your fingers. So that should make it much easier. Continue to keep the feet together, but just bring your hand in between. So once you get a hold of this, then you'll be able to push yourself further to perform. So in this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechika Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze to the third eye, and the japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Visualize yourself bound by a noose of integrity. पादतले भूमौ निदाय जाननी उरसि निराय विपरीत हस्ततलाभ्यां पुरुष हस्तजंगे निभद्य तिष्ठेत् प्रशासनं भवति. Now we'll perform Parshasana on the opposite side. So previously, if you went around your right leg, then you can now go over the left leg. Let's begin. Once again, visualize yourself as bound by a noose of integrity. Let's take a few minutes to push ourselves further. Once again, try to rotate your hands around both the legs. So now in this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechat Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze to the nose, and visualize yourself bound by a noose of integrity. Padatale bhumau nidaya januni urasi nidaya viparitastatalabhyam urasini jange nibhadya dishthed pashasanam bhavati. And now we move to the next asana, which is the Simha Rupakasana. So in Simha Rupakasana, we are going to sit with our legs crossed and the feet tucked. Let's first come onto our knees, cross the feet, tuck the toes in, and sit on the heels. Yes. And keep the hands on the knees. Now, in this asana, you're going to visualize the lion in your inner space. Visualize the form of the lion. The other components are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, the easy breathing, Moola Bandha, tighten the perineum, gaze to the nose. The japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Sivan. स्फिवन्तीं घुल्पप्रदेशेभ्यो निपीठ्य व्युत्क्रमेण तु प्राशार्य जानु हस्ताशनं सिंहरूपकम्. We now move to the next asana, Guptasana. So in Guptasana, we are now going to keep both the feet tucked between the thighs. So first we are going to continue to be seated in the same position. Now uncross the heels. Keep your toes tucked. Keep your toes tucked, not flat. You need to sit on the toes, yes. So keep the toes tucked and place your palms on your knees. Sit straight with your chest open and spine straight. This is Guptasana. So in this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and the visualization is visualize sitting in the sacred space of Upanishad with Swamiji. Janvantare padau kritva padau cha gopayet padau paricha samstapya guram guptasanam viduhu. Now we move to the next asana, which is Dakshinasana. So this asana is where most of us are an expert of already. Let's all lay down on our back and then roll on to one side. Then Relax your head onto the right hand and keep the left hand relaxed on the hips. So this is Dakshinasana. Now in this asana, we are performing the Dakshina Mudra. So touch the index and thumb together of your right hand and place them together. So the other component we are going to be performing is the Diksha Mudra. Sorry, this is not Dakshinasana, it is Dikshasana. The other component we are going to be performing in this asana is the Diksha Mudra. So bring your fingertips together and place them on the crown of the head. This portion is called the Diksha Mudra. So bring your fingertips together and place them on the crown of the head. So like this. Yes. Now we'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana. Prasakila Radhaya Stitva Pancha Mushti Mutpratyet Tadeva Tadevasana Dikshasya Stena Mupalabhayet. Now move to the next asana, which is Harinasana. So now let's come back to a seated position and come onto our knees. Let's stand on our knees now. Now standing on your knees, you're going to standing on your knees. Let's stand on our knees, not standing fully. Stand on your knees. Yes. Now in this position, you're now going to hold your opposite elbows, and now you're going to kick your feet and try to touch your heels to the sitting bones, to your buttocks. This is the Harinasana. This is the Harinasana, the deer pose. So we are visualizing ourselves like a deer jumping. So you don't want to be thrashing your feet on the ground. Control the moment and pull your feet up. Visualize Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze to the straight forward in front of you, and the japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Visualize a deer. Uttanam Kritva Parshnibhyam Vitambham Harinasanam Bhavati. Relax. And now we move to the next asana, which is Malasana. So now in Malasana, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be first coming to a seated position on the ground and bring your feet by your side. Stretch your feet forward. Let's stretch our feet forward. Now what you're going to be doing is bringing your legs onto your shoulders. So bring your legs up onto your shoulders, and then from here you're going to keep your hands as close to you as possible and rock yourself up. You can also interlace and bring your feet together. This is Malasana. So in Malasana, the components you're going to be performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze forward, the japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and the visualization is of wearing a garland. So your legs are your garland. Hastabhyam Sprishva Skandayorjanani Samstapya Krishnim Urasinidhaya Tishtet Malasanam Bhavati. Next, we are moving to Narasana. So, the next asana we are going to be performing is Narasana. So, if you have any injuries in your body, like a shoulder injury or a back injury, then I request you not to perform this asana. But moving into the asana for rest of everyone, we are going to be starting with placing the crown of the head on the mat with your palms flat and wide beside you, forming a tripod base. Then tuck your knees in close, rest them lightly on the back of your arms. From there, press through your hands and slowly extend your legs upward until your feet are straight above you. Keep the chest open and spine aligned. When you breathe steady and hold the balance. When you're ready, lower the legs down. This is the Narasana. So let's all perform Narasana. So here you can see Maharaj is performing it. So the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze forward and visualize a perfect human strength. Iti yogasanastascha yogi bhavati sadhakah narasanam yat karoti sa siddho netra samshayah. And now we are moving to the next asana, which is Adho Mundasana. So the asana looks impossible to perform, but there are many yogis who have been able to perform this. But we can also perform this asana using the support of the wall. So if you have the wall support and you're perfectly fine, your neck, you're fine with your neck, you don't have any problem there, then you can give it a try, but don't push yourself because you don't want to sprain or hurt your neck. So let's be gentle with ourselves and give it a try. So let's first bring ourselves towards the wall. Bring yourself towards the wall and place your head on the ground. Let's first come into a headstand position. So now once you come into a stable headstand position, now you can slowly remove your hands and keep your balance only on the head. So be careful. You want to be in a very stable position. Even a slight movement, if your body weight is not directly aligned on your neck, you can hurt your neck. So be very careful. So in this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gazing forward, and visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Let's take a moment to give this asana a try. So if you're performing with a partner, you can come nice and close to your partner, but don't stand in the side of your partner so that they can move their hands. Yes. So this is a very powerful way that you can strengthen your neck, but at the same time you want to be very careful. Okay, let's relax. Slowly bring your legs down. Yes, that's good. So if you have a wall, if you have a partner, feel free to try this asana and experience the Adho Mundasana. Otherwise, you can just perform the other components. Iti योगनाथश्च योगी भवति साधकः नरासनं यत् करोति स सिद्धो नर नेत्र संशयः. So the Shastra Pramana itself says, Paramashiva here directly says that this, by performing this asana, you become the Natha, the Lord of all yogis. The one who performs Narasana becomes accomplished. So now moving to the next asana, which is Miriki Pavasana Dve. So now coming to a seated position on our heels. What we're going to do is interlace our fingers and you're going to bring your hands to your side and focus on pulling your hands behind. So pull your hands behind and stretch your shoulders. This is Miriki Pavasana way. Now The components we are going to be performing with this asana are the Parashimudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze forward, the japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize your body being purified completely. Asana Kaupana Gulame Ba Yajayi. Now let's perform the asana on the same asana on the opposite side. Asana Kaupana Gulame Ba Yajayi. And we now move to the next asana, which is Virasana Trini. So coming back to regular seated position on the heels, just place your palms on the knees, sit straight. The asana where components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka. Pull your stomach in and up into Dhyana Bandha and visualize bravery in your inner space. Danda Padma Bharadvaja Veeravajra Samanito Asanani Sada Kuryat Sudirge Recha Purakaihi. And now we move to the next asana, which is Shyanasana. So in Shyanasana, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be coming to a handstand first, kicking our legs up into a handstand, and slowly you're going to lower your forehead to the ground. Let's take a few moments to try this asana. Yes, now we'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana for the asana. विपरीतनृत्ये च स्थितौ नासिका भूमौ संस्पृशेत् ऊर्ध्वं नीत्वा पुनः संस्पृशेत् शेनासनं भवति. Now move to the next asana, which is Pincha Mayurasana. So Pincha Mayurasana is once again very similar. So what we are going to be doing is first bringing the forearms to the ground. Bring your palms to the ground and then you're going to kick your legs up and keep your head forward. Try to look forward as much as you can. Yes, and you're going to keep your legs raised also at the same time. So both your head is also looking forward, your legs are also straight. So if you remember recently, if you've been following along with us, we've been performing the Vrishchikasana. So this is very similar to that. So give the asana a try. Let's all try to raise our legs up, and along with the components that we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze forward. The japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize a peacock completely spreading its wings and dancing. Mayuram Pinchamayuram Padmapītam Samanvitam Kaukutam Garbhapindam Cha Aumaram Yoga Nrisimhakam. Now move to the next asana, which is Godohikasana. So in Godohikasana, once again let's come to a seated position. And now we are going to sit on our heels with the knees raised. And now bring your hands into a fist and place them on your knees. So here we are going to be performing the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze to the nose, and the visualization is of milking a cow. So you're going to visualize yourself milking a cow in this asana. Still Slister Guli Slista Gulpau Bhumislisto Prasarayet Yatro Parivishya Padau Taddan Dasanam Yada Hritam Putrapani Sama Yoge Prahur Utkatitasanam Krishnirvyam tu bhavastyaghe tatsyad godohikasanam. Now move to the next asana, which is Ushtrasana 3. So let's all now come to a standing position, and we are going to now raise ourselves onto the toes and raise our hands up with the palms facing each other. You're also going to gaze upward towards the ceiling. This is Ushtrasana Trini. Now in this asana, we are visualizing a camel standing, and the japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, have the relaxed Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and gaze to the third eye. Padangulyam Bhyam Bhumim Padangulyabhyam Bhumim Dhritva Baho Urdvikritya Tishthet Ushtrasanam Bhavati. Now move to the next asana, which is Tadasana Dve. In Tadasana Dve, standing firm, bring your palms together over the head and stretch as you stretch upward. Keep your spine tall, chest lifted, gaze slightly upward towards the fingertips. This is Tadasana Dve. So you're going to gaze upwards towards your fingertips. Your feet are flat on the ground in this asana. Perform the Namaskara Mudra, which is our hands being together. We are performing the Sahaja Kumbhaka, this gentle breathing, Mula Bandha, gazing forward, and visualize a mountain in your inner space. Mahamudra Bhadra Kono Tadasana Vivedatan Utta Uttanam Sada Kuryat Bhakti Purvam Paripriya. Now moving to the next asana, which is Talasana. So in Talasana, standing with our feet firm, we are going to keep our arms high over the head, spreading the fingertips wide, reaching out through your body like a palm tree's leaves. Keep your shoulder relaxed and breath calm. If you wish, as a regression, if your arms are hurting too much, you can lift one arm at a time. This is Talasana. So your hands are out like the leaves of a palm tree. In this asana, the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze to the third eye and visualize a tall palm tree. बेहात ऊंचा करीने पंजा पहोला रहीने उभे रहेवाम ते तालासन कहेवा यचे एक एक हाथा ऊंचे रखावाती अर्धा तालासनम तहे छे. Now we move to the next asana, which is Kulala Chakrasana. So now in Kulala Chakrasana, continuing to be in a standing position, we are going to stretch our hands outward. Now you're going to keep your hands stretched and going to gently rotate your arms in a circle and slowly make it as fast as you can and then rotate in the opposite side. So this is the Kulala Chakrasana. In this asana, perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze forward, and the visualization is of a potter's wheel. Hasta Prasarya Brahmanam Kartavyam Kulala Chakrasanam Bhavati. Relax. And now bring your hands to your side as we now move into the next asana, which is Panchasana. So in Panchasana, we are going to be continuing to stand. Lift your heels off as you cross your forearms in front of your chest. So let's lift our heels off the ground and cross our forearms in front of the chest, clasping your opposite arm. Keep your breath steady, gaze soft, balance here on the toes. In this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze to the tip of the nose, and we are performing the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize yourself as rising gently with the tip of your feet rooted to the earth. Your hands embraced in focus, union, steady and calm. Your feet is grounded, strength flows upward as you cultivate unwavering dedication. Charanasya गर्भागेन उत्तिष्ठेत् भुवस्तले मुनिः कृत्वा हस्तपरिवेष्टिं सिद्धं श्वेतसिद्धये. Now move to the next asana, which is Ardha Chandrasana. So in Ardha Chandrasana, we are going to stand tall and place the sole of one foot firmly into the inner thigh of the opposite leg. Balance on the standing leg. Keep your arms at your side. Keep your chest lifted and gaze forward. Switch to the other side and repeat. Move slowly and evenly, repeating the exchange several times. Yes, so in this asana, you're going to keep switching the feet, which is coming to the inner thigh as we're performing this asana. We're performing the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze forward, the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize the moon in your inner space. Ekena padena bhumim avashtabhya अन्यस्य पादतलेन ऊरु अवष्टभ्य तिष्ठेत् असित इति पुनः पुनः कर्तव्यम् अर्धचन्द्रं भवति. Now move to the next asana, which is Shankvasana. So Shankasana. In Shankasana, you are now going to stand firmly. Bring the right heel into the opposite hip. Press the feet steadily. Lower slightly into a squat and then rise back up. Repeat the movement smoothly. Keep switching sides, moving with control and rhythm. Keep your chest lifted and gaze forward at a fixed point. Performing the Shambhavi Mudra, try to perform the Uddiyana Bandha, pulling your stomach in and up, and visualize being the Shanka, the conch. तिष्ठासनं पार्ष्णिना इतरजङ्घप्रदेशे सम्पीड्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थितव्यम् इति पुनः पुनः कर्तव्यं शङ्कासनं भवति. Now we move to the next asana, which is Ardha Talasana. So now in Ardha Talasana, we are going to be standing tall with the feet rooted. Raise your Left arm up alongside your ears, while the rest of the body stays steady and aligned. Keep your chest lifted, your spine long, and gaze straight and forward. This is Ardha Talasana. So in this asana, we are performing the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze straight. The japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize a palm tree in your inner space. बे हाथ ऊंचे करीने पंजा पहोला रहीने उबे केहा वाम ते ताड़ासन तालासन कहेवा यचे. Now move the opposite, next asana, which is Virabhadrasana Dve. So now you can relax your arms, and now we are going to start with bringing our legs wide. Take a wide step, keep the forward leg pointed straight, the back leg pointed sideways. Now bring your forward leg bent into a 90-degree angle and keep the hands stretched forward. Keep both the hands straight and look forward. So for this asana, your hips are going to be facing sideways. Don't turn the hips forward. For this asana, we are performing the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze straight. Perform the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and visualize Lord Virabhadra in your inner space. वाशिष्ठं मदकौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्. Now moving to the next asana, which is Parshvakonasana. So now in Parshvakonasana, from the strong warrior stance, with your front foot pointed forward and your back heel pressed to the ground, lower your front palm into the ground by the foot. Reach your other hand up and open your chest towards the sky. Yes, this is the asana. Try to straighten the knee as much as you can. But if you can't straighten it, it's fine. The components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze upward. In this asana, you're not going to keep your knees straight. Your front knee should be bent at least to a 90-degree angle. You want to bend your knee all the way down so that your palm is nice and flat. Yes. The main focus in this asana, bring your hand forward. Bring your hand forward. Yes. So in this asana, you want to also focus on rotating your hips so that your chest and your hips are facing sideways. Visualize the angle, side angle in your inner space. सप्तचक्रचालनाय वृक्षासनविशेषकान् जननेन्द्रियधाराय कोणभेदसमभ्यसेत्. Now we move to the next asana, which is Parshvakonasana. Now in Parshvakonasana, continue to keep your legs in the strong warrior stance. You're going to keep your knees straight and rotate your torso forward over the leg. Place your opposite hand outside of the front foot. So now, for example, now you're going to bring your left hand outside of the right leg, and then your right hand is going to be raised, your left hand is going to be raised up. You also want to keep the feet firm and the knees straight. Your left hand to right leg. Yes. and stretch your hands up. Keep the knees straight. Yes. So in this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze upward and visualize a triangle in your inner space. सप्तचक्रचालनाय वृक्षासनविशेषकान् जनेन्द्रियदादार्य कोणभेदा समभ्यसेत्. Now we move to the next asana, Virabhadrasana, Trini. Let's come to a standing position. And now you're going to lean forward, stretching the back leg behind. Stretching one leg behind, you're going to stretch your hands forward and lower your head down. This is Virabhadrasana Trini. So in this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze downward and visualize the fierce warrior Lord Virabhadra. वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यं मूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्. Now moving to the next asana, which is Vamapadasana. So now in Vamapadasana, you're going to now raise, standing straight, you're going to raise your left leg into the air. Yes. So you want to keep your upper body straight as much as you can without leaning backward. So to start with, now going to the regressions, one, you can lean a little back and raise the foot up. That's a regression. Or if it's still too difficult, use your hands to lift the leg up. But bring your legs all the way up to the hip level. Let's try the asana now. You can surely use the support of the wall or of another furniture to help you. Jhange paga puravabhini jamne anu apanu ma hoya te bhani babo kari dave paga ube rahevam te vamapadasana kaheva yache. Now moving to the next asana, which is Matantara Vrikshasana. So in Matantara Vrikshasana, we are going to be standing tall in a tree variation with the foot firmly pressed into the opposite thigh. Bring your palms together at the chest. Keep the spine straight and the hips forward. This is Matantara Vrikshasana. Let's perform the asana. So come into Vrikshasana position, bring your knees up. Bring the feet up above the knees and bring your hands into a Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Now in this asana, the components we are performing are the Namaskara Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze forward, japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam and visualize a tree in your inner space. Ada Vrikshasane Asane Avantarabhedache Bamane Paga Dim Dimchana Chanati Vali Matum Bhumite Te Kavi. Now we move to the next asana, which is Kamasana. So now in Kamasana, you're going to take your one leg and place it on the opposite thigh. Let's take one leg and place it on the opposite thigh in a standing position, and now you're going to lower your body all the way down till you touch your hands to the ground and stand up. So it's not sitting, but your hands have to come all the way down. So you're coming into a deep squat and standing up again. Now we move to the next asana, which is, we'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana first. Nitam Hecha Padagoshti Hastabhyam Anguling Yakam Ata Kamasanam Vakshe Kama Sana Hetuna. Now we move to Vimanasana. So now in Vimanasana, we are going to stand tall, rooted down through the right foot. Lift your left foot and place it gently across the right knee, so it rests there securely. Bend the standing leg slowly, lowering the hips until your thigh is at the level of the ground. Means parallel to the ground. The thigh is not coming to the ground, but you're going to squat so low that it comes to a straight position. Keep your hands on your thighs like sitting on an invisible chair. Keep your gaze forward and balance. So you're going to try to squat as low as you can. Let's give it a try. Keep your hands on your knees. Keep your hands on your knees and go as low as you can and stand up. Yes. So this asana, the components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze to the nose, and visualize a aeroplane in flight. एकभौमौ निधाय नितम्बं जानुप्रदेशयानीय द्वितीयं पादं जानुनिधाय तिष्ठेत् विमानासनं भवति. Now moving to the next asana, which is Ardha Padasana. So now we are going to perform Ardha Padasana on your right foot and place the sole of the left foot against the inner right ankle. Stand evenly on your right foot and place the sole of your left foot against the inside of your right ankle. Now be chanting the Shastra Pramana. उबेरहे दाबापगने पनाचीमनापगदिमचरणे उत्तरणे दबे बगामा आडाdirahave. Now move to the next asana, which is Uttita Trivikramasana. So in Uttita Trivikramasana, we are going to be performing a standing side split. So let's all take the support of a partner or of a wall or a furniture to do the asana. So basically you're going to give your leg to your partner. Your partner is going to hold your leg. You can use the support of your partner or of the furniture to slowly push your legs as high as you can. And once you're able to hold your leg, you can balance over there. This is Uttita Trivikramasana. So in this asana, we are performing the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze forward, japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, and visualize the SPH in your inner space. उत्थानकूर्मपीठं च सिंहं गारुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्